What is up, BangerTV fans? It is Daniel Dekay here with a bootleg Overkill review, filming live from tour. I'm on tour, baby. I'm in the parking lot of the venue tonight in Eugene, Oregon. It's the first night of the Screamer, Haunt, Saber, and Traveler tour. I'm filling in on guitar for a band from Sweden called Screamer. Good friends of mine. They rule. Blaine's talked about them a bunch on the channel before. If you haven't checked them out, check them and all the bands on this bill out. They all rule. And if you're in the area, check the dates. Come to a show. Would love to see ya. So let's get to the bootlegging. Today I'm looking at a record that I listened to all day on the drive to the venue. It's straight up thrash metal from Spain. It is the brand new Crisix record, full HD. It's out on Listenable Records, April 15th. What do we need to know about Crisix? Ultra thrash kings from Spain. They've been at it for a long time. On the rise it seems like for a good amount of time now. Everywhere, seeing their name a lot more, seeing their name on festivals. I know they kept really busy during the pandemic as well. That couldn't even slow down the momentum for them. They released the Pizza EP, and instead of being able to play shows, they got real creative. They actually licensed a Crisix pizza and made it available all across Spain. Super cool stuff as well, like they put out a video game and a mini film. These guys are really creative stuff. Plus, you know, they slay the live stage. I can personally say, seen them play live in Japan, and not only is the live show slay when you talk to them after, they're one of those bands where their passion and their creativity just totally shows. It shines through in everything they do. They're larger than life personalities on and off the stage. Band is rad. Been around since 2011. This is album 6. Let's talk about it. All right, well, let's talk about some of that good stuff. Right out the gate, from the intro at the top of the record, you can tell that this is like a monster production record. The full band kicks in and you're like, oh yeah, is this what it's gonna sound like the whole time? And yes, it does. Monster drums, so well mixed. There's toms literally everywhere. Huge guitar tones, really thick, gravelly, aggressive lead vocals, super crossover, like Anthrax, powerful style, gang vocals. They're super sharp. They're very, very, very tight and on with each other, so they're super effective. Really massive sounding record. It's one of those really cool effects too, because of the production and the guitar tone. It's a hard thing to achieve, but when you listen to the riffing, you can hear the intensity of the down picks and the chugging. It's not just down picks and chugging. You can hear the pick attack. You can hear it scraping against the strings. Something that you can really only achieve in those huge production settings. So they kill the tone, they kill the production. An amazing sounding record, top to bottom. Really, really, really. I like the fact that it carries throughout it an old school spirit. There is something very throwback about it, not just the way the band presents themselves, but the physical, the structure of the songs has that throwback value, but at the same time, it's mixed with this completely modern and very aware recording style. This is how music's supposed to sound now, and it has the fun element that has been long missing in a lot of areas of music since that golden era. So it's cool that they nail both. To further add to that old school, new school thing I brought up, it's kind of like the old school spirit, but something that really stands out is the level of technicality that the riffing is at, the amount of groove that's incorporated, and the moodiness through some of the cleaner parts and through some of the interesting instrumentation. That sense of like moodiness and tech and groove to me is something that I associate very much with a modern style, but yet you listen to this band and it has total throwback vibes. Not an easy thing to achieve, but something very cool on this record. There's super intricate lead parts. There's literally drum fills that make your head spin around trying to keep up with the tom rolls. There's incredible vocal parts. The gang vocals, everyone's part of the party. Really sounds like a well put together and well thought out record from a band that knows exactly how they want to present themselves. All right, and since I got to talk about some of the stuff I didn't like on the record, what can I say? There's nothing really bad per se that I want to point out that was like, oh, this stinks or I didn't dig that. But here's what I will say. I made it obvious the band puts a lot on the table, not only with this old school, new school concept, but there's like really proggy stuff. There's really intricate parts. There's straight ahead speed metal parts. There's like old school punk parts. There's a lot. They've shown that they have a lot of ingredients. The flavors are plentiful. So they kind of prove that they can really be a chameleon in all areas of the thrash, crossover, extreme thrash, whatever you want to call it, world. I guess what I most am looking forward to with Crisix is to see what they take from all those things the entire hand they just put down on the table for us. I want to really see on the next release what they hone in on and what they go full ahead in the direction of. Are they going to be like a tech death, techie or close to death thrash band? Are they going to have the more intense, more intricate riffing? Are they going to go more like punk rock roots? Are they going to stay, are they going to go like full pizza thrash? It's really, they have the ability to do it all. They show that with their musical chops. They show that with their songwriting ability. So I'm kind of just stoked to look towards the future. This is an amazing record, but I really am stoked to see what they do next now that we know they can do all this cool stuff. All right, to sum that up into some kind of verdict here, really tight record. It's ultra thrash as fuck. They live up to the name. Super badass record. Highly recommend if you're obviously a fan of Crisix. Pre-existing, you're gonna love it. But if you're a fan of, thrash resurgence or like neo thrash, speed thrash, crossover, punk thrash, even if you're more into the, the faster death thrash side of things, the revocation side of things, there's intricate riffing, there's wicked solos. It gets slightly proggy at times. There's a little bit of something for everyone in here. Wicked record. Can't wait to see what Crisix does next. I'm giving Crisix Full HD a very bootleg overkill review score of 4 skulls. Thanks for watching. If you're coming on tour, hit the Patreon page. Let us know that you're coming. I want to hang out with you. See you soon.